Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and I hope that this video finds you safe and well. And it's Sunday, so Sundays are usually recipe days, but actually today this is a haul. So it's not a food haul, it's a haul from when I went to Lakeland when I was in the Lake District recently. So for those of you who don't know, Lakeland is a kitchen supply shop in the UK. So they do a lot of mail order, but they've also got a few stores around the country, and their flagship store is in Windermere in the Lake District. So I went there. So there's a couple of things I just want to say is that Lakeland have been around for years and years in the UK, and they started off, it's a family business, and they started off just supplying plastic bags. And they did most of their stuff through mail orders, through mail order catalogues and things that would come every month. And I can always remember really excitedly waiting for the catalogue to arrive. And they had a customer director called Michelle Kershaw. So do you guys in the UK remember her? And I can remember once the catalogue came through and there was a letter from Michelle in there, and it said something like, if you're reading this, then the worst has happened. And she had she died and she'd had cancer. And this was her kind of farewell to everybody. But, you know, I think years later, that's kind of, I can remember how I felt when I received that, because she'd been there all of the time for all of us customers. So anyway, it is a lovely shop with a lovely feel and a lovely company that do really great things. So I just wanted to share my experience with you. And with that in mind, I also need to perhaps apologise a little. I don't know whether it's apologise or whatever, but I just want to explain. I know this is a really long intro and I'm ever so sorry. But this about the fact that I sound like a complete lunatic when I first come out of this shop. So I wasn't actually going to put that bit on the video, but when I got out of the shop, I was so excited. I think it was a combination of not being in any shops for months and months and months, and also being in one of my favourite shops and one of my favourite kind of companies. So I thought long and hard about whether to share it. I have decided to share it, and I'm sorry this is such a long intro. I'll put some bookmarks in the descriptions down below, and if you're listening to this, it's too late. You've already gone through the intro. Anyway, the rest of it's live, so I'll leave it with you and I hope you enjoy it. Sorry for the length of it. So it's Thursday on our holiday. It is 8:05 in the morning and I have driven to Windermere to go to this. This is the Lakeland flagship store. So it might not seem like much to you guys, but you know, we live literally in the middle of nowhere, and almost every shop sells sheep cake and cattle accessories, if you can have cattle accessories. I don't mean handbags, you know what I mean. And it's just, I am just beyond excited to go into this shop. So I have got my debit card, I've got my Big Shopper, I've got my mask, and most importantly, sorry, I have not got my husband, which means that I can spend as long as I want in there and also as much as I want in there. I mean, it doesn't stop me spending anyway, but you know, I mean, I can do it without feeling bad. I'm going in, guys. I'll do a haul. So I'm out. Oh. I wasn't going to film this. I was just going to do a haul, and I will do a haul, but oh my God. That was, it's 9:17 now, so I was an hour and 15 minutes or whatever in that shop. Oh, and it was just wonderful. I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. I don't like shopping really. I certainly don't like shopping for clothes, and I like food shopping, and I like this kind of shopping. Oh, it was fabulous. I just really loved it. I'm sorry, I just wanted to record this because I feel as giddy as a kipper. I really do. Oh man, it was immense. And because I was so early as well, I mean, there was no I didn't feel scared or anything. And there was the staff and maybe a couple of other customers, and everybody was wearing masks, even the staff, and they were all just cleaning everything. And that store is the best, just the best. Yeah, I mean, really clean. Lots of signs and things, disinfectants, what do I mean, sanitizers, things to wipe the trolleys with, hand sanitizer, lots and lots of signage about being 2 meters apart or whatever you need to be. But yeah, it was just fabulous. So well done, Lakeland. You've done a fabulous job there. And my only disappointment was because when I saw it was a 2-story thing, I imagined there would be 2 stories of things to look at, but actually the top story, the first floor, is a cafe. I didn't go in the cafe, but I mean, disappointment. Only, well, just as well, really. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry, I know I'm waffling, but I'm just so giddy. It's yeah, it was brilliant. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I bought some of the things that I needed. I couldn't get a couple of things, like I needed a wide mouthed funnel, like you do, because I'm going to be doing chutneys, but they hadn't got one of them. They're all out of stock. I guess everybody's doing chutneys. So but I couldn't get that, but I got what I needed and loads of other stuff I didn't really knew I needed, but I definitely do now. Anyway, I have just literally, I'm just looking at the timing on this, I have just waffled on for nearly 3 minutes about how excited I am to be in a shop. What a weird world we live in. Oh, giddy. Anyway, so it's Thursday on our holiday. We're in the lakes, and as you can see, the weather has reverted to type. It is raining, so the rest of my day is going to be lying on the sofa with a cup of tea and very probably chocolate and cake, and I am going to be reading my Agatha Christie book, and the one I'm reading at the moment is They Came to Baghdad, so it's all a bit exotic, and I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, waffling on, and I will put the haul up probably after this waffly video, but I'll probably do that when I get back home, when I've got a tripod and things. Anyway, giddy. Cheers. So this is the Lakeland haul. We've got home now, and yeah, this is all the treasures that I bought from my trip to Lakeland. Oh, just yeah, I've calmed down a bit now. Anyway, you'll all be very pleased to hear, I'm sure. Okay, so I'll just take you through what I bought, and then I'll tell you how much I spent. And there's also something on the end of the table that we bought just as a little treat and prezi for ourselves. So the first thing I got was these flexi mats. So these are colour-coded chopping mats, and I've wanted some of these for ages. I know you can get them anywhere, but I just saw them, and so there are 5 different colours for meat, fish, vegetables, poultry and bread. My chopping boards I've had for years and years, and I do take care of them, and I do wash them properly, and when I use the red one that I've got for meat, I make sure that I scald it with boiling water and things before I put it into the dishwasher. But I've never really used these before, but in the holiday cottage they had a couple of these, and they were really easy to use and good to pick things up and put into the pan. So I have bought some of those. That's just a scratch in the plastic. Oh, I just noticed they've got little patterns on. Yeah. Then I've bought a set of colanders. Oh man, I have needed some colanders for I just don't know how long. We've got the most ancient of colanders. I think it came from actually my husband's first marriage, I think. We're second time arounders, long-term second time arounders, but we've still got stuff that we've had from years and years ago. I mean, like over 30 years ago. Anyway, so I've got these new colanders. So I've got, there's 3, and they're this really useful kind of oval shape so that they'll go into that little section in the middle of your sink. Then I bought some baking parchment roll, and this baking parchment roll is there's 45 meters of it. I used quite a lot of it, so yeah, I thought that was a good thing, a good deal. Then I got some more loaf tin liners. I've still got some actually, but yeah, these are really useful and you don't always get them in the supermarket, so I bought those. And then if there's two things that I always have halves of left, it's onions and lemons. And I saw these, so this is an onion saver, and it says that it keeps cut onions fresh for longer. And what I tend to do is, if I have half an onion, then I wrap it in cling film and then I leave it on the side because I don't put onions in the fridge, and then I just completely forget about it, and then by the time I've remembered, it looks manky. So hopefully, I'm thinking if I keep it in there, I will remember to use it. And then this lemon saver, I think that will just be good in the fridge, so I'll let you know whether these are any good. And I've got these are for when I'm doing my recipes, if I've got like a couple of tablespoons of oil, well, not oil, as you know, if you've ever watched any of my recipes, but soy sauce maybe, or Worcester sauce or whatever. So I just bought a couple of those because I just thought they were super cute. Then some blood orange curd, which apparently is really delicious, and that is part of the present for our lovely friend who comes down when we're away and waters our greenhouse for us, and she's very kind, so that's part of her present. And the lady in Lakeland said it was just unbelievably delicious, and I'm now regretting not buying 2 jars. Anyway, there we are. Then I got these individual pie tins, so these are oval ones, and there's 4. So flushed with the success of my corned beef and potato pie and Cornish pasties that aren't Cornish pasties if you're that man on Instagram. Anyway, I bought these. I just thought they looked really good. They look as if they're not going to stick. There's 4 individual ones, so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying those. Then I got some chutney jar labels because I am going to be making quite a lot of chutney, because the tomatoes in the greenhouse, they're just not ripening. I think I was a bit too late, and we're quite high up here, and so our temperatures drop quite quickly. I am trying to put some on the windowsill in the sunshine to see if they'll ripen them. But do you know what? Green tomato chutney is one of my favourite things ever, so I don't really mind. I'll just make, well, 40 jars maybe of green tomato chutney. And with that in mind as well, I have also bought these waxed circles. I'm reusing jars, so I've been saving my jars from chutneys, jams, whatever that I've used. I've been saving them, and I will reuse them, and just having those waxed circles on the top will be useful. Then I've got this releaser cake, which I think is supposed to be quite good. So I am going to try that to see how I get on with that. Yeah, that looks interesting. And then this is a cooling rack, which I actually just use an old grill pan thing when I cool my cakes. So having this actual real cooling rack is going to be a bit of a treat, and it's a duo one, so there's, you know, if I'm doing like a single cake, then I can use the smaller one, and I've got the wider ones as well. So I'm quite delighted about that because I haven't had a proper one before. And then oh, there's the fire because it's quite a cold day, so I've got the fire on. And then I thought I'd try this reusable circular tin liner and side, because I hate lining tins. Does everybody hate lining tins? I imagine they do. There's nothing to like about lining tins. So I thought I'd try this. And then it says you can store it however you want to, but don't fold it. So roll it or use it flat. So I'm going to try that. And I think you can put it in the dishwasher. But I've also bought these baking parchment circles, and these are just so easy when you need to baseline a tin, and I use 8-inch tins more often than not, so I just bought some of those because I'm nearly out. And the last time I bought them, I think I bought them from Sainsbury's, and I think there were a number of sizes in there, so 8-inch and 7-inch and maybe even 6-inch. But do you know what? I just use 8-inch mainly, so the others kind of got wasted. And then here's the pastry brushes. So if you watch my hauls, you'll know that I ordered a pastry brush from Asda, and instead of a pastry brush on a substitution, they actually sent a wooden spoon, because obviously they're totally equivalent. Anyway, so I just bought these 2 bristleless pastry brushes. I've never tried these silicone ones before, but I figure they'll be okay, and they can go in the dishwasher. And also it says no bristles will work loose in your pie, and because it comes in a pack of 2, then I can keep one at home and I can take one to the caravan. And yes, they are actually dishwasher safe, which is good. Then I got this flexible mini duo of like little spatulas, which are really good for just emptying stuff, and this will be good when I do icing and things. So I'll be doing my Christmas cakes again this year. Well, I think I will. I mean, I made Christmas cakes for family and things last year, but I mean, chances are we're probably not going to see people, but I think I'm going to make them anyway and try posting them and see what happens. Anyway, so I just got these because they were super cute and look really useful. And then these are just a practical thing. The slotted spoon at the caravan I left hanging over the edge of the stove, and it melted. Yeah, not my finest culinary moment. So yeah, I got a new slotted spoon for the caravan, and then these everyday cooking spoons, one for the caravan and one for home, because they are just really useful, and these have got quite a thick handle as well, so they feel like they're going to be comfortable to use. Then I got these clip-on towel loops for the tea towels, and again, this is the caravan thing, so we haven't actually got a towel rail there, we've just got hooks, but we haven't got any hooks on the kitchen towels. What do I mean? Tea towels. So we haven't got any hooks on those, so these will be useful, and they've got like it's got, I don't know whether you can see that properly, but it's got a little kind of bradawl in there so that you can poke a hole through the tea towel and then put your loop in, and then I think you just run it through the washing machine as normal. So oh yeah, machine washable at 60 degrees. So yeah, quite pleased with those. And then scissors for the caravan. Again, they're broken. Actually, I think they've been broken ever since I got them. They were quite cheap. So I bought these more expensive ones. I mean, they weren't ridiculously expensive. There were some ridiculously expensive scissors, but I didn't buy those. I bought these ones. And then this, I've got the fine version of this, and this is the coarse grater, and this is the best grater I have ever used in my life. It is expensive. They are really expensive. I can't remember how much this was. I'll put it up on the screen. It was 20 something pounds, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but they are so good. The one I've got is fine, and that's good for zesting and things. But if you use it for cheese, then because it's so fine, the cheese kind of sticks together. So I've got this one, which will be used a lot for cheese on top of things, and also, you know, just for general grating. And you can put it in the dishwasher. The only thing you can't put in the dishwasher is this cover, and it's brilliant that it's got this cover on as well, and it just keeps the blades of the grater really safe away from your hands, because obviously they are really sharp and dangerous, but also stops them getting blunt. So yeah, that was expensive, but honestly, having used the one I've got, it's just worth the money. It really is. So I am super excited about that. So that was the Lakeland haul that I had. Now, I spent quite a lot of money because I we live in a really rural area, as you will probably know if you've watched my videos before, and the truth is I just don't get out very much. So I don't go to towns, especially now, of course, with the pandemic and everything that's going on. So I don't really go out shopping for things. So I did spend quite a lot of money. So altogether, that came to £159, but I'd got £15 worth of vouchers. There was a £5 voucher if you spent £30, and there was a £10 voucher if you spent £60, and obviously I spent more than that altogether. So they gave me the £15 off, so it came to £144. Now I know that's a lot of money, but really I am utterly delighted with it. And do you know what better thing to spend your money on than something you're going to get a load of pleasure out of using, and also will feed your family, and hopefully some of it will keep you guys entertained as well. Anyway, so yeah, so a fair amount of money spent, but I am delighted with the things that I bought, and all of them felt necessary at the time, and I'm sure they will all come in useful. And as and when I'm using them, I'll point them out to you, and I'll just let you know how they go in terms of whether they're good at what they do. And then the other thing I just wanted to show you was just this beautiful thing, which we got from a gallery in Ambleside, just as a gift to ourselves, really. So it's made of wood, and this particular bird is a nuthatch, and we get nuthatches here, and they are my favourite bird. One of my favourite birds. I don't like to have favourites. Anyway, one of my favourite birds. And this is just beautiful. It's a really thick piece of wood, and it just feels just really, really lovely. And this is by a lady called Catherine O'Kell. So the carvings are painted, it says, usually with watered down acrylics and layered, and then she waxes them as well. And yeah, this is absolutely stunning. I'm really, really pleased with that. We're just having our hall, stairs and landing decorated, so I'm going to find a real special spot for that. So yeah, we bought that for ourselves as a treat from this gallery. I'm not sure what that stands for. OCG, just OCG in the marketplace in Ambleside. And whenever I buy these things, I always like to get a little bit about the artist, because you know what? They put so much love, effort and talent into these things. I think the least you can do is just learn a little bit about them. So I'll keep a lookout for her stuff. She had loads of things in there, but this really caught my eye just because it's so beautiful, and nuthatches are just so lovely. And if you've ever seen one, they almost look the same upside down as they do the right way up, because their tails are very pointed and long like their beaks. Anyway, so I've waffled on about that. So there's a treat for us as a family, and that will go up on the wall. And these are a treat for me in the kitchen, and they'll go into the kitchen and be put to good use, hopefully making some lovely food for us. So there you are, that's my Lakeland haul. So if any of you feel that you might need to report me to the authorities for being such a lunatic and so excited about going into a shop, I'll fully understand it. I can't explain how I felt. I was just so excited. And like I said at the beginning, I did think long and hard about putting that out, and I thought, oh, what the hell, you know, that's the real me. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Anyway, if there's anything you want to know about anything that I've bought, just leave in the comments down below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you on Wednesday next week with a more normal meals of the week. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, because this is a bit different, so it'd be nice to see whether you like it or not, and leave a comment. And I look forward to seeing you on some more videos. Thanks so much for watching. You take care. Stay safe. Bye bye.